Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the final segment of Team Rohingya, I was going to say. Play for Rohingya, the football competition that's taking place tomorrow in aid of raising money for human aid to go and carry out some emergency aid work over there. And everyone knows the atrocity and the difficult times that are happening at the moment for the Rohingyans, and this competition especially for that. In the first two segments we spoke quite a lot about that. We had the footballing draw as well. I'm going to spend this final segment hopefully attempting to wrap up what we're talking about, looking forward to the competition tomorrow. So I've brought back my guest from Human Aid, who's in my immediate left. Joining me is Asmal Bhai from ILFL. We're going to talk all football because we just had the draw. We got to make some corrections. I'm going to probably come to you straight away. I kept Aina Bhai behind because I didn't give him a chance to say his bit about Rohingya, so hopefully I'll do. And I have an old member here who's going to do, no doubt, apart from do salam to him, he's going to no doubt talk us a lot more experienced football that he's been in. So just before we went on the break, I have to make a few corrections because we drew Camden out twice, but the correction is that we've got two Camden teams. MMFC is not taking place. So we've got a Camden Panthers and then we've got a Camden Vets. So it was drawn out correctly, and I have corrected that. So Camden Vets was the penultimate team that I drew out, and they make up the numbers in Group A. Actually, if I go straight over to the screen and show you that, there is the draw. So this draw just took place before we went on break for the second segment. So Group A is made up of Team Rohingya, Moina Bazar, Friends of Rohingya, ELS and Camden Vets. That's Camden Vets. So that is Group A. In Group B, we have Balance Vets, we have London Tigers, we have Riverside, Camden Panthers and Revive. So that looks like a very, if anything, a Vets League night setup. And then in Group C, we have Bernardo FC, Shoreditch, Sharfara and Galactico. So that is the draw for tomorrow. And just to keep you on the screen, if we can quickly flick back over and look back on the screen, after the group stage, this is how it works out. It goes straight into the semi-finals. So the winners of Group A will play against the winner of Group B, and the winner of Group C will play the best of the runner-up from Group A and B. And the reason behind that, Group A and B have 5 teams. So really the winner of Group C goes through, and there's no the second place there. Group A and B, it's the best runner-up that will go through, and that will be determined on the statistics on the day. Most likely the British way will do goal difference, and then we're looking at goals scored, and then head-to-head. Worst case scenario, if all of that draws, they may decide on a quick penalty shootout between the two, which is a likely route we were going to go. Asman Bhai, since we're talking football and still on football, I'm going to come straight over to you because the draw's been done, and you pretty much, I was going to say, the way the draw's been done, very interesting, because Group A, I would say, apart from ELS, those other 4 teams are unknown, although we know the players that are sneaked in there. Group B looks like more or less a Vets League, and Group C, again, is a 50-50 one. What's your thoughts on this draw, really?
Yeah, I mean, if you Assalamu alaikum, everybody. If you're actually going to decide on those 3 groups, I would say, yeah, the Group B is like the group of death, in a sense where you've got Valence, who, quite an experienced side with a lot of, Well,
they've never, as I was saying beforehand, they've never put in a Vets team. We always knew they had it, and this might be their induction to coming into the Vets League.
Absolutely, and in the winter with the ILFL as well. So, but Tigers, we know about the Tigers, they're going to be, formidable. Revive and Riverside, they're always there on the Thursdays as well, so they've got some good experienced players. And Camden Panthers as well, they play in the...
semi-finalists in the ILFL Vets Cup, Vets League,
yeah,
Vets Cup, sorry.
So they have got a very, very good side. I mean, like you were saying, Group A as well, I totally agree with you. In terms of ELS, they are a very good side, and the others would probably be battling it out. But, again, on the day, you never know. If ELS have 1 or 2 bad games, then it's possibly, any of the other 4 teams up for grabs to actually go through as well.
Yeah, it's very interesting one. I'll tell you what I find really, really hard to accept as a footballing man. Group C, only the winner goes through.
Yes, but remember, you could only have 4 teams going through to the next round, so you have to try and balance it out in a way. So it's
no, forget the format. I'm looking at the 4 teams that are out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm representing Shoreditch as well, so it is going to be tough. You either win it or you don't go through. So in terms of that, yeah, tough one. It's a tough one, but again, all 4 teams are very, very tight. So I think it could go down to, like you were saying earlier on, even goal difference, possibly even penalties. I think that would be a very, very close.
Shazam, let me come on to you because you're a too common face in the footballing world. But thank you for taking part and getting involved with these guys as well. I mean, what's your outtake for tomorrow, really?
Well, thank you for inviting me, and thanks to the sponsors and the volunteers that
Supporters, as we call them, not
well,
sponsors.
all the support and the donations coming in thick and fast, I hear. So,
Brilliant.
mashallah, it's very good. In terms of football, I think people are there to enjoy themselves. I think there's a lot of mixed teams there, but in terms of winning, it could be anyone. I mean, there's a lot of strong teams, as we all know about. Tigers.
You pick one as
there's
your
Tigers.
experience.
Well,
Tigers, aren't you?
I think Bernardo might be quite strong. You got to say Tigers. The Camden lot are quite good as well. So there's 3 or 4 teams that are previous form you'd say are going to win, but you never know. These are charity events.
Who are you going to write off then?
I'm going to write off Shalfar, I think, because I've got loads of relatives there, so write them off straight away.
Right.
Plus, Aina's from Shalfar.
No. I'm Shalfar.
Yeah. I know. I never got a chance to speak to you about this, so no. Thank you for coming along as well. I mean, for tomorrow, what's your opinion of the
Problem paisa Assalamu alaikum. তারা যে আইডিয়া করছে সুন্দর আইডিয়া মানে আমি বাংলা কইলাম পাইছা
না বলো
তারা যে আইডিয়া করছে যে আইডিয়া করছে সুন্দর করছে আবু আমার লগে আগুই মারছে যে কই যে আমি কইছি আবু তুই লোকাল দেখ ফিশ দেখিস লোকাল হইলে মানে মানুষ শোন বেশি আস জন বেশি মানুষ শুনতি ওনে হে ফাইলিছে লোকাল না ফাইলিছে যত নিয়ম মানুষ দায়িত্ব আর তো না তো After competition, it was tough. After the group course, tough group.
The মানুষ তো আগুই দিত জানো যে আল্লাহর রাস্তায় যেগুন যাইতো ওগুন তো দেখো মূল জিনিস না এটা তো বেশি খেয়ালও আছে সব Thank you, Anna bhai. আমরা একটা আউটলুক আপনি দিছেন
I think one of the things I was going to say is, I think one of the things as well is very important that this tournament is about awareness. You know, it's okay playing football, but you know, especially with like Human Aid, ILFL, what we're trying to do, especially with the amount of brothers that are involved in football, let's be aware of what's actually happening in the real world. You know, that's the most biggest priority. And, you know, we need to try and get more. I know Shaz was saying, yes, money is coming in, but please do not stop. Please keep, you know, donating money. Even on the day, you know, all the public supporters.
There's a lot of stalls as well, isn't there, raising money for this.
Actually, that's very important. That's really important. On the day, there's going to be barbecue food and stuff. That all the money raised from that will go to the Human Aid charity. So. And also, as Akmal said, you can't forget why we're doing it. You know, football is just a sideshow compared to what's actually happening.
It's a brilliant opportunity because these brothers are meeting every Thursday. They're thinking competition.
Yeah.
But now you've got them together again.
Yeah.
And you're suddenly going to.
Well, they're playing for a common cause. Let's put it like that. And the cause is, as we know, is very, very important. And you can't get these people together that often. And people at the background that work together to get this event, you know, on this Sunday, I think thanks to all of them.
Yeah. We're always limited on time, and I need to get in a final wrap-up from Human Aid, which I'm going to do. I want to run through the tournament rules, and just correct me, because I only got this very last moment. So I'm going to bring it back up onto the screen and quickly run through the tournament rules, because we know a lot of the teams are watching, and it's probably best that you're all savvied up with what the rules are tomorrow. So hopefully coming up on the screen now, you'll have the tournament rules. I'm just going to quickly go through them, and Adwan Bey can chip in or correct me if some of these have changed. So the team registration tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at Newham Leisure Centre, kick-off sharp at 10:30. So make sure you get there nice and early. It's a 7-a-side player, no 7-a-side tournament, shall I say, and no player is allowed to play for more than one team. Any unregistered or illegible player will be disqualified from the tournament, and the effective game will be forfeited by the offending team. The next rule, referee decision will be final. Anyone interfering with the referee decision may be penalised at the discretion of the organisers. The other rule is proper corners, proper throw-ins, just same as 11-a-side, feet down, arms behind the head, so no foul throws there. 3-yard space for free kicks. Players are allowed in the goalie's area. Keepers are allowed to come out of the goal. If we go on to the next set of rules, no offside, so nothing to worry about there. Sliding tackle is allowed, but within reason, so that will be referee's discretion. With substitutions, it's roll on, roll off. There's no maximum amount of subs, but as you know, you've only got 5 subs, so you can do roll on, roll off with that. The subs and the substitute players not allowed taking penalties. Someone that's substituted off will not be able to take penalties if it goes to penalty. So that's the rule put in place there. In the event of teams being tied in the group stage, penalty shootouts may be used to determine group leaders at the discretion of the organiser. So as we mentioned earlier, we're talking about if they've drawn on everything, then they go to penalty shootout, and it's 3 penalties and then sudden death. Right, in the event of the draw in the knockout stages, teams will go straight to a penalty shootout, so there's no extra time. The final set of rules, all penalties shall be taken as normal, so there's no stepping rules, it's as many steps as you need. Any teams turning up 5 minutes or late for their scheduled kickoff will forfeit the game. The result will be put in as a 0-0, but the opposition will get the points. Any player receiving a red card shall automatically miss the next match. Any player receiving a red card for violent conduct may be liable to additional bans or expulsion from the whole tournament. It is all down to discretion of the organisers. All teams must provide a suitable match ball and arrive with 2 sets of kits for the tournament. And lastly, team managers responsible for all players, registrations, discipline and dissemination of the fixture details to all the players. So that is the tournament rules. Did I miss anything out?
No, spot on. That's it.
Okay.
That's all,
all right. Well, that's one hell of a mouthful, and I think I did take a break from talking. Thank you to the organisers. Thank you to all the brothers again. Thank you to you guys that have come on.
Thank you.
I've got a fair amount of time, but I think I need to spend this time going back to the root cause of this. Ibrahim, welcome back. Thank you for staying behind. We left off where you said that the brothers that will be there to tomorrow morning's tournament are going to meet the teams, be part of the stalls and the event date as it kicks off in the morning, and then they're out of the country at 6 o'clock, aren't they? What are they going out there for?
Okay, so our director's already out there. He just spent the last week inside Burma. I mean, inside Burma, where everything's happening, inside Arakan.
And there's no media there, let's remind everyone, isn't
There's
it?
nothing
So there's
there.
nothing that can be reported out.
No. So he was stuck in a compound for 4 days straight. Literally, he was bombarded. They couldn't get any flights out. That's how bad it was inside Burma. But I got the call yesterday, and he's inside Bangladesh right now in the Teknaf region. 2 members
Just
from...
remind everyone the Teknaf region is?
In Chittagong, it's the border. It's where Burma is here, Bangladesh is here. Straight after the river, that's where Teknaf is.
And the UN refers to this as? No man's land, isn't
Yes.
it? Okay.
Yes. So our team are already on the ground. They're ready to distribute. And there's 2 additional brothers that are going to be flying out tomorrow. They're going to be coming in the morning for the tournament, when the tournament starts 10:30, just to meet and greet everyone. And straight after that, 6:30 p.m, they're going to be flying out into Bangladesh and go straight heading for the Bangladesh-Burma border. They're there for about a week to 10 days, and all funds within that still come in, they're immediately going to get distributed. Distributed on what? Emergency food packs, family packs for all the Rohingya Muslims out there. Shelter, waterproof tents, ground sheets, and also what's really needed as well, medical aid. That's not being emphasized enough on the ground, and that's something we're trying to concentrate on as well. So whilst they're out on the ground, you can always donate through our website, human-aid.org/Rohingya, or just call up, or just get in touch with any of the organisers as well, and it can refer you. So once the donations do come in throughout the week, even after, we'll just try to distribute immediately as our brothers are on the ground. It's about pretty much it. So again, just to highlight, food packs, emergency food packs, shelter and medical aid. That's what it's getting spent on. All money that is coming in, alhamdulillah, we're 100% donation policy charity. So not a single penny gets deducted for admin costs, not even a pen, not even posters. Strictly goes direct to the cause.
Brilliant, brilliant stuff. You know, a big thank you to Human Aid for actually partnering up in arranging this. Just to let everyone know that even leading right up to the television program today on this show, I've got the check across the bottom. Hopefully you should be seen it when we panned away. They have already raised, and across the bottom, for those that can't see, it says £2,585 has been raised for this Rohingya competition. So it's absolute brilliant stuff that they've raised, £2,585. It's going to continue. This is not a charity show. We're only bringing awareness to this competition that's taking place, and we're hoping that if you are in the East London area, you can come along tomorrow, come and see the stores, come on. There's a check. There we go again. Thank you. They managed to get a zoom in. There's a check there. This is the total that's coming from the sponsors. So £2,585. Alhamdulillah, big thank you. And may Allah reward all of those that have put that money towards. And come along tomorrow. Come and put as much as you can in towards it as well. Come and buy the stuff from the store. 100% donation policy has been told by Human Aid. Do you know what? I want to say something. I'm going to say this live on air. For those that are watching, if some of you can come along and donate a bit of extra money for a specific thing, and I think this competition is about is through football. We want footballers to be aware of what's going on in Rohingya. And I think if a bit of money comes in, can you tell your aid workers maybe to take some footballs down there?
Pardon?
And give it to the youngsters. Take some footballs down there. There must be young children there that are in no man's land. And I know
What
there's
we can do
yeah.
is, if the money comes in for the football, we'll make special arrangements, transfer the money over to the brothers immediately, and they can purchase it there and they'll have recorded footage, and we can throw it back at you and show you where the work's
Why
gone.
not? Why not? That is brilliant stuff.
All the distributions that are happening, it will be we'll be live streaming from our Human Aid Facebook page. Excellent. So just for the transparency, all our donors can see what they actually donated to, and hopefully we can get that football in there as well.
I think, you know, this is a football competition. This is a football competition that's donating towards the cause. Maybe a few footballs. If Human Aid can get some of the youngsters some footballs over there, send that clip over to us, and no doubt even on NTV, if we get a chance, we'll share it at some point. I think that's. What do you think, Aswan?
That's a brilliant idea.
I think a few footballs out there. We're playing football for this cause, and we hope they can get a chance to enjoy what we enjoy. Right, that's all I have time for. I couldn't squeeze anything else. So for those of you, again, a reminder that tomorrow it is the competition, and there's so much going on the day. There's loads of stores. Please come down to support it. If not, follow Human Aid, who are doing a brilliant job out there. That's all I have time for. I'm your host, Abul Hasnat. In true footballing fashion, we think it's all over. Not quite yet. Human Aid are out there for us. We'll see you tomorrow. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.